And now back to Foothill Critters on TSPN.
Foothill Critters has brought us to the home of Kevin Clark, a good friend of ours. Kevin, good to see you.
How you doing, Susie?
I'm doing great. Let's talk about Titan, your wonderful tortoise. And with me again is Tanya Kraft, and we're here to find out about this incredible animal.
Well, he's a sulcata tortoise, and he's from Africa originally. That's where their native home is. He's 7 years old. The people that I got him from purchased him when he was about the size of a silver dollar. And they had him for 4 years, and he outgrew their environment, so they gave him to me, and now he's stuck in my backyard.
And how much does he weigh?
He weighs 59 pounds right now.
This is incredible because I've seen him grow through the years. I think, how long have you had him? No?
Yeah, I've had him for 3 years.
3 years.
He's 7 now.
Yeah, because it doubled in size.
Just to be a silver dollar at the beginning,
yeah.
When those people got him, I can't believe that. In 7 years that he can grow that large. That's incredible.
Yeah, and these aren't the endangered ones. They sell them at the trade fairs for reptiles, etc. So.
And you know that this is a male from the bottom of the shell?
Well, the people that had him before looked. I didn't bother. I believe him. His name's Titan. We'll stick with that.
Okay. Let's talk about what obviously he likes vegetables.
Oh yes, he's a vegetarian. And he loves toenails, though, if they're painted pink. He's very attracted to the red color. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the radish. But he'll eat that whole ear of corn. Loves the silk on it. Likes the.
He'll eat right through the.
He'll eat everything. Yeah, he almost eats all the way to.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he got your finger in his mouth, he'd have a time with that too.
So what are their predators? What sort of animal could hurt this tortoise?
I'm not sure.
And how would they?
Well, you know, he can go all the way in his shell and make a pretty good little tank to protect himself. But if somebody turned him over, he's pretty vulnerable. So I don't know what in the natural habitat maybe anything that would, hungry enough would probably get in there. But there he is. Now he's.
They seem so slow, but he's pretty aggressive when it comes to eating.
Oh yeah, and if I come in or weed eat the backyard or try to do something in his little habitat here, he gets really, really aggressive.
What does he do?
He'll chase me around. He'll come over and then he'll look at your feet and go, "Okay, you're just the feet," and he'll move on.
Now, Kevin, how large can he actually get if he's 59 at 7 years old? My gosh, I can't imagine.
Between 100 and 200 pounds in a perfect environment. Yeah.
Oh,
and he'll live to be over 100. So the desert tortoise and like you have in this one, they have a very long longevity. So.
Right.
Now there was a rubber band on there. Will it matter?
I don't know. I'm not sure if he's into the blue, but
I have to say that's a nice looking bunch of radishes.
He gets spoiled. He eats better than I do.
You've always been so good to your animals. How about vet care? Any shots needed, or this is just kind of somebody that lives in the wilds and knows just how to care for themselves?
They're known for respiratory infections, so you have to be real careful about keeping them in a dry environment. Like his den. Another thing. Now this particular tortoise can live outside year-round if the weather's good enough. He does not have to hibernate. But they can. Yeah, they can. If the weather gets cold, they will go in and they'll sleep for the whole winter if they have to. Now, since I live next to the creek, my backyard has a lot of water under the ground. So his den does flood. So I have to bring him in for the winter. And I'll put him up in my sun porch, and he'll sleep for 3 or 4 weeks sometimes, and he won't move. And then when it warms up, he'll start moving around, and it's time to bring him back outside.
Now, so then every night does he go down into that den?
Oh yeah, he'll use the den 3 or 4 times a day.
And I would assume he created that himself.
No, it's man-made.
That's man-made?
Oh yeah.
Because that's the one thing that they will start digging a hole somewhere, which may not be where you want them to locate.
So
you did that.
Okay, let's have Tommy pan over to the den from his perspective right there. It's that fabric, the metal.
Yeah, I can open it up if you want to look inside. It's inside is it's a wine. Well, it's a grape crate. It's 4 by 4 by 4, and it's buried in the ground. It's opened in the front, and then there's a heater on the sidewall for him.
Let's go take a look at that.
All right, Chase. Oh, he's got to have a heater.
So we'll see what Kevin can do here. I'm going to go move over. Oh, okay. Let me move over to Kevin, and we can find out. Oh, wow. It's okay. That's pretty big poop. Is that his poop?
Yeah, it's poop.
I'm sorry. For a small animal, that seems like large
Marks his
poop.
Yeah, because I cleaned this out the other day, and he immediately goes back in and marks it again.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And
so,
I've not experienced that with the tortoises I've had.
yeah, he normally does it outside, but if I've interfered with this at all, then he'll do that. You like the pictures there, Tommy? Is that close enough?
It's okay. That's all part of, a healthy diet.
It just stays on low,
Minimal.
and it's on now. It'll turn off if it's on a thermostat.
This is a great habitat.
And he'll outgrow it.
Uh-huh.
So I'll have to get something bigger soon.
Okay.
Now, I'm really curious about something, too, is how do you provide water? Because I see you've got a pond. Are you concerned that he would ever walk into that pond?
No. He looked at it the first time he was in the backyard, and he came right up to this edge. He looked inside the pond and realized that's not a place where he wants to be. Because he can't swim, he can't, he's a rock.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that, really they've got some intelligence that I don't think give them credit for.
Probably. He seems, for a tortoise, he seems pretty bright. I mean, he's very curious, for sure.
Because I would have expected him to go right into that, water, and you've got koi in there thinking, well, maybe there's a nice
when
meal.
He's thirsty, he gets all his moisture from whatever he eats, the grass or the radishes. Yeah. He likes to get washed up. I was going to wash him before you guys got here. And he does a little dance when he gets wet.
All right, so we're going to check out this whole bath situation. You use a regular standard hose with
he likes to get wet, and he hasn't been wet yet this year. So
let's make this happen. I love your yard. It's just so great.
Oh, it shocked him a little bit, didn't it?
You asked me what he looked like without the dust on him, so.
Oh, the contrast is so beautiful, the texture and the colors.
I have seen these in the pet stores, but I have never seen one this large.
Yeah.
This is just amazing.
I think if people saw him this big, they'd never buy him.
Right, right. Well, and that's a good point, that people need to understand and realize that these things are going to grow. And so before you go and buy one of these small tortoises from the pet shop, consider, what are you going to do with this guy when he gets to be this size?
And he's going to outlive me. So somebody's going to have to take care of him after I'm gone.
There are sanctuaries. There are tortoise clubs in the state of California.
You almost have to will him.
You do.
Well, and I know just the person. I know Gwen makes those things happen, helps people with their wills as far as the care for their animals. Yeah, Gwen Christensen. But should we go a little closer, or let's, now can you lift this animal?
Yeah.
Can I see you lift him, or is it really too hard for you? How do you do it? From what area?
Picture of underneath? I've never seen underneath, so.
You can see it on video. All right, wow.
Yeah, looks like a male. That's concave, slightly concave.
That's what they said.
And the
when I pick them up, I can't really see them from here.
Right, and the females are usually either flat and or almost like you could think of pregnant, with slightly convex. So, yeah, no wonder. Oh, he's amazing. Do you know anything about the breeding of these? Because they are, excuse me, captive bred, correct?
They're
in the pet shop.
They do quite well in captivity. In fact, they breed quite well in captivity also. I think if I found him a mate, he'd be quite happy.
Well, you'd have to get one about the same size.
Yeah.
Well,
I was surprised that when I first, the people had him before, and they got him when he was the size of a silver dollar. They gave him to me when he was 17 pounds, and in 3 years, he's 59 pounds.
Oh, my God.
And he could grow to be over 100.
Okay, you two. We could talk forever. We've got maybe 20 seconds. In wrapping up, if people want to know more about this, what do they do? Go online?
Oh, yeah.
Find out
Probably
more?
Wikipedia or Google it or something.
Yeah.
Tanya, thanks for co-hosting and helping me out here. Kevin, thank you very much. This is, and again, our friend Kevin Clark with this wonderful, wonderful tortoise. This is Sue Slavic with Foothill Critters saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.